Okay, sorry guys. I had a little bit of technical difficulties there. So I'm going to pull some oracle cards just to get a little bit more information. Spirit, please tell us what we need to know about this situation. Okay, Spirit, please tell us what we need to know about this situation. Okay, good. Woman holding a heart. Ooh, very nice. Okay, so I get that this is the Queen of Pentacles energy. I do feel like I am speaking to a feminine energy here. Remember, gender is fluid, but this is somebody who loves very much, loves what she has, loves her family, but also needs to wear her heart on her sleeve, especially if there's something, another direction that she needs to move in. Okay, so broken heart. So I'm getting that maybe there was an issue. This situation is creating a lot of sorrow. Okay, it's very hard for her to continue on in the status quo. All right, and they're looking at, he or she or you are looking at all of the other possibilities that there might be. Okay, so there are other possibilities for this person who is living in this situation, who is uncomfortable in their home. Okay, they're feeling a tremendous amount of sorrow. Maybe they're just feeling really caged in. Okay, and that they need, and maybe this tower moment, really needs to happen so that their role changes, so that their needs are met. Okay, and then we have the thinking man. Okay, the overall energy here is rest and rejuvenation. So I'm getting that maybe it is a mother or caregiver type person who has been overgiving, okay, and now really needs to focus on him or herself because it's just not working, okay? It's just been too hard, and so they need to focus a little bit more on themselves. Okay, so okay, here we have gates of triumph. Success expands in your life. Okay, so I think that there definitely needs to, for the person, you need to usher in a change. Okay, I think it will be expansive and it will be triumphant for you. All right, the answer is begin now. Take your first step. Okay, so nothing happens just by thinking about it. You will end up having to take your first steps. And Spirit is saying, do it now. All right, a breakthrough is at hand. Again, this person who's feeling uncomfortable in their role or at home, okay, guess what? There can be a breakthrough. All right, I think you've experienced a lot of sadness and sorrow. You've been looking at your different ideas of things that you can do. And I think it's going to be something that people don't readily accept. Maybe, again, people are going to have to see you in a different role, okay? And it's a breakthrough role, all right? But you've got this, all right? Mystic healer, healing energy flows through you. So I'm going to get that maybe I'm speaking to someone who's thinking about starting their own, maybe tarot reading business, intuitive business, healing maybe through acupuncture or massage. Okay, but they're saying, guess what? Maybe this is a new business venture for you. Okay, all is possible, choosing your path. Okay, this is the card that's at the bottom of the deck. I think you've chosen your path, and I think you need to tell your friends and family, and I think that it's going to kind of upset them because they may be more conservative. They may just never have known this about you. They may have felt like, they may feel like, that you're not ready for it, but you are. So it might be a little bit difficult telling people, but Spirit is saying, guess what? You are going to be triumphant. Start now. It's going to be a groundbreaking role for you. It's going to be a change that's going to bring you a lot of success, okay? But you do have to put some planning into it, all right? But you are definitely seen as a healer, okay? So I believe I'm speaking to just a few of you who are thinking about starting some sort of intuitive business, maybe acupuncture, maybe massage, maybe reading the cards yourself, okay? But everything is possible. You just have to take your first steps, Okay, all that glitters. Spirit is saying, guess what? Triumph. There will be such great, beautiful reward for you. All right, just remember to be flexible. And don't forget this person here. This person here is standing on an egg, so that is fertility, that is creation. Okay, you can do it. You might have to, again, you're going to have to sort of rethink your perspective, get different ideas so that you can creative problem solve. All right, really tap into your intuition. Okay, the High Priestess is here. She's showing up a lot in this reading. Also here as the Mystic Healer again. So I get that you're a very intuitive person, or this is a very intuitive person that you're listening for. All right, and you just need to tap into that. You need to take your first steps. Okay, and don't focus on the why. I think a lot of people are going to be asking why. We see you as this and only this. Okay, and so they're a little bit confused as to why you've chosen to do this, or why this change. But overall, it's you do what you gotta do. All right, I think you've been giving and over giving, and now is the time for you. Okay, I think you've done a good job either raising your family, supporting your loved ones, and now it's time to really focus on the work that you need to do that's fulfilling for you. And in the end position here, okay, we've got the fates. All right, so this was meant to be. All right, Spirit is saying, you know what, this is meant to be. There's no changing it. It's who you are. You've done everything else that you needed to do. Now it's time for this to happen, this change, okay? And again, we've got all that glitters, okay? There's success and there's triumph here, all right? And at the bottom of the deck, we've got to be fair. This is beautiful because, again, this is, okay, it's resonating with the Six of Pentacles, okay? It's all about being fair. We see that we have the scales in both images. Again, you need to be fair to yourself. Make sure that you're fair to the ones that depend on you as well. Okay, that you can't just you can't go complete narcissist here. You do have to think about the people that you are affecting. Okay, you have to have a good plan and progress, because if you don't, any opposition or any hurdles that you come up against, might sort of tank your plan or really affect your self-esteem. But ultimately, Spirit says, don't worry, okay? Don't worry, there's success at hand. This is right on top of the Gates of Triumph card, so there's no stronger message. It can't be clearer than that. You're on the right path. Do it, okay? And you may experience some heartbreak along the way. It may be a little bit difficult, but this was fated, and I think a lot of people will be asking why. Because again, they see you in a role as mother, okay, as caregiver, and so maybe they're not used to you thinking about yourself. But I do think that you're feeling a bit walled in by that, and underneath that, you need a breakthrough. You need a change, okay, and it may be a tower moment. All right, it will be a tower moment, okay, but remember, the tower is beautiful. It's burning out what no longer serves you. All right, so I'm going to leave it there, you guys. If this resonates with you, please leave me a comment in the comment section below. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. I love you all. Have a beautiful day, and hope to see you soon.